Better. Alright. Oh, I completely forgot I was in the middle of a mission. That's on me, I suppose. Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to finish it, though. Especially when I crit. So, hopefully I don't have any wasted AP here, but high possibility of that. Oh well. But, hello people watching this on YouTube, and if anybody's lurking in the chat room here of Twitch. Hello. I am here. Ooh. Love how easy this is to farm, though. The squad just wipes them. So wipes them. If only Lip could kill that Sakura bot now, then things would be even better. Hey, Shusaiku! Welcome. Welcome to the stream. How do things do, Shusaiku? Also, I have to say, I do like that little emote. It's perfect for, like, dropping in and saying hi to somebody. Who is that character, though? You're hyped for the summer banners? Oh man, me too. Those are coming up real fast now. It's hard to think it's already mid-May. Like, good lord, where did the time go? Oh, I think they'll do that to everybody's wallets. Unless you don't really expect to pay to play, but, you know. Well, actually, you know, I might not be looking forward to those summer banners after all. If that one law about gambling or loot boxes or whatever comes to pass, then, you know, who knows what's gonna happen. There might not be any banners for me. And that would be a sad, sad day. So sad. But I doubt that'll ever actually pass. You want Talmos, Surfmore, Squirtoria, and Nerocaster? I'm definitely rolling Summer 2, and I want Talmomo Lancer. Yeah, I gotcha. But I'm definitely going to be rolling on Summer 2, and my hopes for that are Cast Nero, Rider Salter, and Zerker Nobu. Those are my hopes for Summer 2. It'll be fine if I waste a little time by... you know what, yeah, let's just waste a little bit of time, because we have to do our traditional start of the stream free 10 spin. You'd also like to get Rider Salter? Yeah, the artwork on her is good. Real good. Although, I've said it before, but surprisingly enough, Nero has some of the most modest of all the Summer Servant artworks. It's really weird. And Nitocris has, like, the most provocative Final Ascension art. It's so odd. But how are things doing, other than the hype for summer banners? Because, yeah, those are coming soon. GSSR is actually coming soon, too, now that I think about it. It's probably, what, 2 months away at this point? Yeah, that's not far. That's not long at all. Got GSSR, summer. God love summer. Give me that summertime. You think you've never watched a friend point roll slowly? It's just tradition, you know. That way, if we do get the Angra, it's hype that, oh, 3 bars. Oh, it's a different card backing than I've ever seen. Oh, it's the Angry Mango. Woohoo! But I only do this at the start of streams. I'm debating eventually doing a stream where I will just roll until I get Angry Mango, but I think those can only go for so long. after all, I only have like 400,000 friend points, maybe? Surprisingly enough, friend points have been very slow in their rolling in since CCC started to come to an end. Oh well. On your alt, you once did one and walked away to see Angry Mango when you got back. Very nice. And no Angry Mango here. Sadness. Much sadness here. No Angry Mango for me. Oh well. I got a lot of these for when that bigger chance of sucks are up. I really want my Golden Sumo tournament to be max level. Because that'll be nice. Be real nice. So I must endure having BB shots in my inventory for a while. Oh, I also do, I think, have enough. Yep, I have 30 million. Excuse me. Hunting Quest Part 3. Yep. I know that those are coming up. Oh man, do I know. But I'm debating if I want to, because I've got enough QP and materials, I could 888 Sanzang here, but I don't know. I also kind of want to, because for MHXA, in order to 888, I need another 24 Fangs, which I could get from the hunting quests, so I don't know. Still debating. Oh yeah, the chains will be here. At long last, people will get chains for their login bonuses. That'll be nice. That'll be real nice. Double Saint Quartz fragments. Yep. All the goodness coming tonight, technically. Actually, I forgot to check. Is there going to be a maintenance? Is there going to be a maintenance tonight to go with that whole update, or... Dude, that's bad. I forgot to check that. Jean's on interlude? Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Hey, Main, you're here. Woo! Welcome, Main. You're here. You made it to a stream. Yay, Main is here. Woot, 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 woot. But yes, you did, in fact, make it in time. You'll be asleep anyways when that happens. I will probably be getting ready for sleep when it happens, but you know. First time in forever, finally the time zones allowed it. Yes, finally, time itself has bended to your whim and is following your instructions. That's totally what happened, right? You finally learned to bend time to your whim, Main? But no, seriously, it's good to have you here, man. It has been quite some time. I do have to... It is actually coming on to June rather quickly, so I'm going to have to be working on making the June streaming schedule. Sometimes they're going to change, because, you know... 4 o'clock start for FGO, it's not bad by any means, but... I mean, it is a little later than I'm used to. I thought I would need more time to decompress from work, but not really. Month is feeling like it already is fleeting already and it barely started. Oh yeah, man. It's hard to think how fast time flies when you don't pay attention to it. Really hard. But yeah, I gotta make up the June stream schedule soon. Probably gonna just start times on Wednesday, maybe Friday, I don't know. Fridays might be a little bit iffy, though, because I think it is the... Is it the first? Or it might be the second. It is the... Come on, calendar. Yeah. Yeah, the first Friday of next month I'm not going to be streaming, so, you know... It shouldn't make too big of a detriment into streaming, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, first Friday of the month, no stream from me, and who knows from there. Might not even do Monday stream, to be honest, because of why. barely managed to finish all the CCC within the last 3 days because you were too busy grinding a Fire Emblem collab in a different game you played. Nothing wrong with that. You gotta grind until your fingers are dust. After all, that's what they expect from you with gacha games, right? It's totally what's expected. You're supposed to grind and grind and grind until all your money is gone. Didn't have any problems on neither of your accounts? Well, that's because you have some pretty dang good servant setups, Shusaiku. Your servant setups are ridiculous in some ways, to be completely fair. Why didn't I do that? There we go, that's better. Just stream when I can, you'll be there when time is on your side? I will, but I really won't be streaming the first Friday of next month, and I'm not even sure if I'll be doing the Monday either. My dad's actually going in for spinal surgery, so, you know, gonna want to be there for him for that. And I mean, sure, you don't have them on your alt account, but I'm sure your alt account does have your main account as a friend, so you can just switch stuff around as you want. So many servants to skill level, but QP will be the bane of your existence for all eternity. You know, I hear there's an actual easy solution to get around that, and that's to farm like well over 900 boxes from Neurofest or something. I guess that gets you out of QP hell for a while at least, so, you know, I'm debating doing something similar to that, you know? Main carries your ult pretty often. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's either you do hundreds of boxes in Neurofest or hundreds of boxes at Christmas. And that tends to get you out of QP hell. Save your apples for a certain rerun we'll get next year. Ooh, a rerun we get next year? And you'll do both, Shusaiku? Oh, I wouldn't be surprised that you're doing both. But what rerun are we getting next year? Actually, let me think on that. So it won't be a rerun of anything that we've already gotten. It's the only lottery run we've had so far that doesn't have a box limit. Huh. I honestly was unaware there was one. What rerun is that, then? It's probably one of the ones that I wasn't there for. Journey to the West wasn't a lottery box. We're getting the Rashomon and Onigishima stuff literally within the next couple of months. It's obviously not a seasonal one. Is it Saber Wars, maybe? I guess? Saber Wars, perhaps? I guess? I don't know. I'm at a bit of a loss here. I was gone from the game for quite some time after frustrations early on, but I've already said that story, so you know. You need 1,974,915,338 QP to level and scale up all SR and SSR servants you haven't maxed on your main yet. Well, damn. That's a lot of QP. The event that introduced Jalter. She wasn't... Jalter... Wait. Jalter wasn't introduced with the second chapter? Or Christmas? I thought she was in one of those, wasn't she? 7,973 4-star XP cards as well. Ouch. As a summonable. Ah, okay. I honestly wasn't aware she was introduced through an event, actually. As a summonable servant. Huh. That's news to me. She actually... Oh, she did. Huh. Well, would you look at that? That is news to me. Da Vinci and the 7 Counterfeit Heroes. Okay. So, Da Vinci and the 7 Counterfeit Heroes, huh? It sounds interesting, to say the least. And it has a... It's a rerun that will have a no-box limit on the lottery, huh? That'll be pretty darn good. So I'm guessing... Guessing at the premise of the event, just from, you know, the name of it. Event was the origin of memes of Brynhild being thirsty for Big Sis Jalter. Ah. That's the first time hearing of that meme. Well, I mean, to be fair, who wouldn't be? But, yeah, I've never heard of the Brynhild being thirsty for Big Sis Jalter. Never, ever, ever. And those are the mats you need? Oh boy. I'm just gonna see a big old wall of text, aren't I? Oh, you know, the mat-wise, it isn't terrible. Wait, you still need a BB ribbon? How do you still need a BB ribbon, Shiseiku? Did you not complete the event fully? Oh, Shiseiku. Oh, are those the... I thought one of those materials it showed needed was a BB ribbon, it looked like. But yeah, Maine, I'd never heard of that meme. It sounds hilarious, though. I'm gonna have to look into that now, because now I must know more. My knowledge is incomplete. More information is needed. But Brynhild thirsty for shelter. Christmas reruns only had a limit of 5-6 boxes. Yeah, I think that... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case, because I want to say that's the limit that it was for the most recent rerun for Christmas. Reported not to have a limit on either wiki. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into the memes about this event, because that looks like some good quality memeage. 2 lotteries. Okay, at first you had my interest, now you have my attention. Or is the phrase the other way around there? I've mixed that order up. By the way, servants you don't even got yet aren't even on there yet. Oh yeah, you're gonna get more servants too. Yeah, she's like, you're in for the long haul. Doot. Stop playing FGO, good luck. Oh no, Wobbuffet lover! What happened? Why'd you stop playing FGO, man? Any particular reason, or what's going on? He lost his account? Oh no! How? What? That's... Whoa, man. That's... Good lord, man. I'm sorry, Wobbuffet. Well and truly am sorry. Wow, that just sucks. To lose your account, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Transfer codes are single use. It's not like the logins. Ooh, I need to switch invincibility. But yeah, how exactly did it happen, Wobbuffet? If you don't mind me asking, at least. One guy told you that if you delete your account, it will be safe, and it was, and your mom deleted it, and you can't get it back. Oh. Okay. Okay. So it was deleted. So nobody else has your account. It was just you deleted it from whatever device it was on. Okay. Okay, I get you. I get you now, Lava Fett. I get you. You could possibly submit a support ticket, I suppose. But yeah, that sucks, man. That really sucks. So then, when you try to start it back up, what starts you back at the very beginning or something? Like you have to create an account. I believe that if you send an email to Main, looks like he's gone through it before. Yeah, Main's definitely gone through it before, so you know. It looks like send an email to somewhere, and then it says your account is in use. Try again with a new account. That's odd. Your account is in use, huh? That is odd. I made you a friend on my friends list for FGO, I do believe, Lava Fett. So, let us see. Yeah, let us see something. Because I do remember adding you as a friend, or you sending me a friend request, and I do recall allowing it. Let's see if it shows that you've been on recently. Hey, that's very common, Lava Fett. That's very common. You develop bonds with your servants and stuff. It's not uncommon, dude. Don't worry about it. Well, it's odd, though. It's odd saying your account is currently in use. Friend list. Excuse me. Your name in this one was Lava Fett Lover as well, correct? Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix hasn't been on in a while. Your name was Delta. Okay. Delta. Shows you were last on 1 day ago. Okay. So yeah, this is your support setup here. When did the account loss happen, dude? Like, how long ago did it actually happen? Was it just like yesterday? This morning? Okay, so then yeah. Alright, so I don't know why it was saying that your account was in use. But, after the stream, I will take a... Because you are in my Discord server. I will take a screenshot of your, friend servants. So that you have that you can send to support to help you reclaim your account. Because, yeah, that sucks. At the very least, it doesn't sound like somebody else is making use of your account. It's probably just that, Fate Grand Order doesn't remember that was the device you were playing on So that's why there's the data transfer stuff. But I'm pretty sure that there's an email. Yeah, that is a weird error. That is a really weird error. I don't know. But we'll see if we can't get your account back, Wobbuffet. We will work our darndest to reunite you with your servants. We will make sure Uriel reunites herself with you. Oh. Transferred it, and she doesn't know what it was and deleted it. Okay, you know, honestly, I'm sure that happens plenty of times. To be completely honest, the game is, yeah, I'm sure it happens plenty of times. I guarantee that if we send a support ticket in, or if you send a support ticket in, obviously, that they can give you a data transfer code and we can get you your account back, man. Use the code and got rejected when trying again. But yeah, I will... That's cool, dude. It's cool. You know what? I wonder. I'm gonna have to see if something like that has been done before, but... I kind of feel like we need... that a public service announcement needs to just... Like, there needs to be a public service announcement video to remind people to, like, proper transfer code safety and stuff. Something to look into at the very least, but... Ooh, we need to get rid of that archer there. Yeah, be safe. I said be safe. Click. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I went to the Fate Grand Order official website there so that I could find the email address and just post it in chat for Wobbuffet. And just while scrolling down, there's these two screenshots of the game, or cinematic screenshots. The second one is Jean looking all serious and stuff, but then the second one is just MASH. Oh man, that is such a image, man. Wow. It's kind of funny. It's kind of a funny image. Not really funny, but it's just like not what you would expect to see. I don't know. Might just be my weird humor. Okay, I did not script the placement of attacks there. Oh. Careful there. Kill the bot. Oh, Sakura. Beep boop boop. Ooh, Waver. You don't need to die on me here, Waver. You need to live. Live. There it is. No, 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 that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Can I use your John or Cha-Cha? You want to see them again? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that, Wobbuffet. I will run a basic sort of ember farming, because I actually do want to see what the comparison ratio is with my current setup here. So, you know, I'll do that. I'll run it with Cha-Cha. Because, you know, AoE Zerkers are kind of good. Yeah, I'll do that. Whew. Getting a little toasty. That's why I got the lovely H2 water. It's good for you. Keeps you hydrated. Hydration is very important after all. But yeah, don't worry, Wobbuffet. We will work to get your thing back. Oh, there we go, Shiseiku. Thank you for that link there. A guide to account recovery. There you go. Well, that you could probably follow every step in that guide. If Main hasn't already posted for you in the Discord what you need to do, that is. But yeah, we'll get you your account back. You will be reunited. Reunited, and it'll feel so good. I don't remember what that song is from. Ooh, that was a pop. Hey, 3 octuplet crystals. Because I have no idea how many of those I actually possess. Ooh, hunger is growing though. You copied the link and you'll try tomorrow because tomorrow you'll have a new phone. Yeah, probably better safe than sorry, and just wait until you have a new phone proper so that you can, you know, be 100% safe, dude. I'm sure it'll all work out though. Alright, let us set up a squad here. And you know, we'll just add the one squad. Excuse me. And all the way back to the basic Chaldea gate. Who's in our loot today? Oh, right. Emiya's. Because I've been working on him on the side. Emiya's been a side boy. Okay, so Zerkers. Refresh. Because 1 quartz is like 100 RSD for me, and that's like half your lunch. Ouch. That's rough, man. Don't worry, dude. You'll get it back, though. Through all the hurdles that you'll go through, it'll make that reunion all the sweeter, after all. All your RTP friends made at least 1 transaction for account recovery purposes. That's actually not a terrible idea, you know? That is not a terrible idea at all. And it doesn't even count as you know, whaling for the game or anything. It's all for the purposes of if something happens, you can get it back easily. That's a very good idea, Shiseiku. You cried when you saw Cha-Cha's story? Yeah, Cha-Cha had a pretty rough one. She had a pretty rough time there. But she gets a happy ending in the end, with us. Hey, man, you're back. I didn't even know you ever left. But welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, there you are. Alright, so you actually have that CE. Nope. So that's 50%, I think. Yeah, Demonic Bodavista is a 50% gain. Let's just, you know, I changed my mind. We're gonna swap this party around a little bit. Edit. Clear. Okay. Line up, swap a bit. Yep. Throw Rush. Throw my waiver. Throw Janta, I think, would be a little bit better off here. And then throw Sanzong and Kid Gil, because those were the two whose bonds I was working on. Oh, Kid Gil. There you are. Little twerp. Alright, and K-Scope for a Rush. It doesn't matter what I put on waiver, he is literally just here to be an NP charge monkey. And Golden Sumo on you. And lunchtime here. Alright, this should work. Fix that, new players for down. Cha-Cha's good to see you again. And I'm sure it'll be even better when you are actually properly reunited, though, Wobbuffet. China is the only server for FGO that has a proper account system, and the fun part is that the implementation was an accident. Oh, how so? How do you accidentally implement that? No, why no music? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, there's music. Uh-oh. My voice is just really loud over it, I guess. Volume's up. Yeah, my voice is just, like, soup. Like, look at these, look at the mic levels. My mic level, just passive, is higher than the game's, and it's both on max. Maybe if I turn my mic down a bit? Is that better? Music a little bit better there, or... I don't know. No problem, Wobbuffet. No problem. I'm happy to help, dude. I am happy to help. That was because they had to, because doesn't China have rules for things like that? Basically, FGO is made by Deloitte, works for both US and JP, but the other countries' versions are hosted and maintained by other mobile game companies. Interesting. This is information new. Indeed. Okay. How much MP charge does this give you, Cha-Cha? Oh, it's something. Okay, so I have to do that first. Okay. Well, gonna be a little bit weird optimization here, but I should be able to pull it off just fine. Korea was not Nara, which explains its F-ups in the past. Oh, there's still a Korea server. There's still a Korean server? I thought it was gone. China, it's Bibli. This is actually my first time using Cha-Cha's recipe. That looks freaking awesome. Freely admit it. That looks awesome. But I thought that the Korean server was gone. Wasn't it? China Spibbly, which basically ports almost all the Japanese mobile games, and the account system they added was still tested in its beta, but some CEOs said F it and pushed it out anyways. The Delightworks people were so pissed about it that they just canceled the beta. It's China into some kind of account, even League of Legends to tell you some ID when registering. The ID was some social security number, social tax number, you think. And her voice. You want to meet the person who is voicing Cha-Cha? Well, let's see who her VA is. So, the Fate Grand Order fandom wiki. Yeah, isn't there some way around that, though, with the Chinese servers, I remember reading? That there was some sort of way that you didn't need to have the ID. Because it was a slow implementation, even. Cha-Cha's voice actress is Asumi Kana, which if we punch her name into Google, Chinese games need variety. You know what, Sad Soul? Puppies. Not Bantendarash. You know, that's a pretty sad thing. To be fair, for me, I didn't, you know, start using Arash to farm until, like, shortly after Camelot, so, you know, that's my own fault. You'll search for her? Alrighty. And boop. Since your Arash is Bond 10 now, you need to use Kyo and take support waivers for 3-turn Embers. I mean, you don't need to be fair, but, you know, for optimization purposes, yeah, I get ya. Actually, that is a question I've been meaning to ask people is, what do you do when your Arash hits Bond 10? I mean, oh, shoot. Oh, no, it's on my end here. Yeah, come on. Everything was crashing on me. There we go. Thank you, Reflector, for the crash. There we go. Yukio's Bond 8 because of the same reason, so is mine. I need him to 3-turn. For now, he's benched. Basically, don't want a Bond 10. Bond 9 would be enough. I mean, what about when there's inevitably, because you know it's gotta happen in some time in the future, when there's gonna be another reason to have high bond level servants, you know, like there was for Solomon. Yeah. You're working on your Spartacus to fill the hole he created. This is the name, Wobbuffet. There you go. That is the name of the person who voice acts for Cha-Cha. Sounds very generic. Oh god, you're... Oh, that's great. Thank you for that laugh, Wobbuffet. Sincerely, thank you. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. That was a good one. Whew. Whew. Arash won't be used for some boss fight? I mean... What about this summer's Neurofest, huh? There's gonna be an Arash boss fight there. So why not fight Arash with Arash? Sounds like a solid plan in my head. Ooh. Should have actually put laser. Ah. Yeah, simple spelling mistakes, man. Simple spelling mistakes can change so much. If you don't know, you can swap Arash in and use his MP, and the turn your opponent uses an AoE MP, so only 2 of your servants die. That's not a terrible idea, actually. Yeah, that's actually a pretty darn brilliant idea. Huh. You did that in the BB fight. That's an interesting idea. And I could see it working, too. And you might even, you know, somehow kill the enemy servant so that you wouldn't have to worry about actually losing. That's actually a pretty interesting idea there, Shusaku. You know what would be a fun team? Arash, Caster of Nightless City, and Merlin. What about Caster of the Nightless City is so fun? Do they have some sort of guts-esque effect or something, I'm guessing? Sumihana is that, and Asumi and Cha-Cha are similar. I think Cha-Cha is designed after Kana. You know, that wouldn't be too surprising, Wabba Fett. Quite a few servants have their, quite a few servants are, like, have some designs based on their voice actors, from what I understand. Caster of Nightless City, Caster of the Nightless City spams guts for days. Who is Caster of the Nightless City? Sounds like it's probably gonna be one of the Era of Remnant servants, because all of those servants have those kinds of names, so probably not somebody who I would be able to know by name. Yeah, story reasons. Thank you for that. We all know that I am a very story-oriented gamer. I play the games for the stories, after all. But you did that in the BB fight and it worked, Shusaku? It's a pretty good thing. Pretty solid strap. Okay. Definitely sounds like an interesting servant. Definitely sounds like it. But, I'm trying to remember, because I do remember reading that some servant was based after... You heard Shusaku but didn't understand the question? It wasn't so much a question, it was just, the strat for the BB fight that you mentioned. That seems like an interesting strat. Don't know why, but that sounds like Phantom of the Opera. She's considered pretty bad due to her kit being Guts and conditional debuffs. Okay. Just wanted to protect Ruler Martha? Hey, sounds like you succeeded, man. Nothing wrong with that. But, she's great for memes. Okay. Definitely sounds like she's gonna be an interesting servant. Ooh. When will they add Queen Elizabeth? Depends on which queen you mean, Lava Fett. The current queen won't, you know... The current queen probably won't be added until she dies, but we all know she's never gonna die, so, you know... She's never gonna die. The only interesting person to be seeing as a servant is Stan Lee. He'd be an interesting one. Oh, that's my eye. Also, non-limited, non-locked caster. Ooh, yeah. That's not a good combination. That's gonna draw a lot of hate. I think that the current queen is Queen Elizabeth III, I want to say. By the way, does SB of you know how Grand Order Game Press got their FGO database? Did they gather all information themselves, or did they extract them from somewhere? I think it's a gathering and writing effort, because I do remember there being job applications to be an editor for the Fate Grand Order Game Press page, and some of the requirements was like some of the optional requirements was like showing pictures of your team of servants, showing knowledge of the game in various ways. So some of their stuff is written. Data gets contributed from independent users for the most part, so the source of their information depends on the person responsible. Yeah, I also believe that on the FGO subreddit, at one point, there was, somebody had did an AMA, because they were a writer for it, and somebody asked about their tier system, why certain servants were certain tiers and stuff, and there's some explanation, like, they put it to a vote, or something like that. A little weird, but, you know. Well, Adam, Eve, and Noah were not... Okay, actually, Wildfat, Adam and Eve, we don't know. Moses, however, we do know is an established servant. Moses is the same Moses, or Oz is the Pharaoh from Moses' story. Except the story isn't the same as how we know it, and they're actually, like, best buds and stuff. But Moses is a Saver class servant, which are, like, super, super powerful and very rare summons, so not really sure on Moses. Adam and Eve, we don't know. But as for Noah, it's a little bit of spoilers for Babylon, I believe, but... There's an old man in Babylon that has various appearances, and from what I understand, his name is like some sort of translation for what Noah's name would be. So it's debated that that is... Well, I won't say anymore, because, you know, spoilers, but... Yeah, it's possible for Noah. No idea with Adam and Eve, because we don't know the exact creation story in FGO, like how the Christian creation story goes. But Moses, we definitely know, is a confirmed servant. It's just going to be a matter of when to put him in. Because there's also the religious side of things, like, is it right for them to put such a big name figure from Christian, Jewish, I think Islamic religion into the game? Because, I mean, yes, some of the servants like Tamamo from Amaterasu and stuff. So, you know, it's weird. There's a lot of debate with regards to it, from what I understand. But I'm sure eventually they'll be added, if only because they're going to run out of servants to add otherwise, so... I just thought of implementing SE.RA.PH, which really needs FGO database with all information about servants, but you haven't found a database which you can directly use, or where you can extract it of your own database from. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Their Discord is pretty chill, main. To be fair, Discords can be quite chill. I'd like to think my Discord is pretty chill, but that's probably mainly because people rarely post on it. So, no, it's technically chill, but... excuse me. But only by default. Or, where's that President? The President... It's actually revealed in the American Singularity. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln. Most of the presidents do qualify for heroic spirits, but it was revealed in the American Singularity that individually they would be relatively weak servants, I think. So they all gave their collective spirit origin energy to Thomas Edison to reinforce his spirit origin, which is why in the American Singularity he is the President King. Adding things from East religions is more tolerated than the West ones to the easily offend natures of Amishes and those folk. Well, not to be, you know, not to be rude, but what Amish person is actually playing this game? Just saying, I threw it down. No offense meant, but you know, just that kind of stereotype there. But I get what you're saying. Easy to offend is a very, very common thing nowadays. It's very easy to offend somebody unintentionally. And if they add something in that would cater, then let's say there's catering, because after all, the NA server, or Albert and his team got a lot of flack. Oh no, I'm not Amish. I'm not Amish, I'm Christian. I'm just Christian. It's just, you know, there's the stereotype of Amish people don't use technology and stuff. Didn't know they added President, however you say his name in English. Thomas Edison was the Prezi King. He was the big lion dude. He's pretty much an amalgamation of all of the presidents. And Thomas Edison. Excuse me. But, yeah, catering is also not something they can do lightly, unfortunately, just due to how Emiya Alter, or Edgemia, or Emi Alter was received. Problem is mostly with omnipotence. Most people get upset about degrading God or Jesus to a mobile game character. Others would call it an insult to not make them just instant win buttons. Yeah, that is another thing too. That is a fair point as well. In Asian things, such things aren't a big deal as they are polytheistic. All very good points, Maine. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that one son Zeus who killed his own father and his mom, who became trapped in a box, and Thermosy and killed Medusa. Oh, Perseus. Perseus? I think that's Perseus. But, no, he has not been added to the game. I don't think he has, at least. I could be wrong. He might be in the game. There's no single almighty person. Yeah, polytheism, yeah, I know. I actually studied quite a bit of philosophy in college. He's in the anime? I don't know. But yeah, I studied quite a bit of philosophy in college. I know, weird degree to go for, weird thing to study, but I don't know, I found it, I quite liked studying philosophy, so there was one Hitler's concept that was scrapped for obvious reasons. I mean, yeah, it might have been scrapped, but we all have to admit, in canon lore of the Fate verse, he probably is a servant. Completely and totally honest. He probably is a servant. What kind of servant? An assassin? I could see that. I could see that. But, he is a servant, but if they were to add him into the game... Well, first off, I'm pretty sure the game would be outright banned in all of Germany. Because I believe they have laws against that kind of stuff. Not to mention the amount of flack that they would get. Whew. The blowback from that would be dangerous. Picasso? I could see them adding Pablo Picasso as a servant. Probably a lower tier support caster. Actually, have they added any, like, 1 or 2 star servants in since the game began? I mean, I know we're gonna get Bunyan, and she's like a 1-star berserker or something like that. We're supposed to be getting her sometime soon, but beyond that, has there been any low-star servants added since the game was released? Game wasn't released here in the first place, so no worries. Hey, you got me there. Although, you know, Maine? How does it feel knowing that soon enough you might not have access to YouTube without a VPN. Yeah, VPN I think is what it's called. Because of the whole, what's it called? Whatever the controversy is that they're talking about. The whole, how you pick the thing. Only one edition of the Bronze servant since launch, and it was Paul. And the game has been almost out for 4 years. Really? Only 4 years? For some reason it feels longer than that. Excuse me. But man, you know, I do think though, all honesty, that most of the Rio servants will probably be low-star servants. It's just they're waiting for all of them to be revealed so that they can do one big actual Rio event or something similar. And so that anything major will happen with Article 13, the guys don't know what they're doing. But on the off chance, you know, man, there's always the chance. But yeah, I do think that when all the Rio servants have been properly revealed, it's very likely that there will be a proper Rio event. And in that event, Bunyan will be the star of the show. And you'll get to... all of them will be added into the general gacha. And if they play their cards right, then the final boss of the whole event will be Rio Gudako as a beast class servant. If they do all that, that would be an S tier event. What class would I summon if I was in a Holy Grail war? Ooh, that's a great question. That is a very great question. You say Rider, Main says Lancer. Well, I guess it kind of depends on what Holy Grail War we're talking. Because if it's the Fuyuki Holy Grail War and I say Assassin, I'm stuck with one of the Hassans. I could get incredibly lucky and have Gramps come to me, but considering he only came to me once in his guarantee, in his gacha, you know, I'm not holding my breath for that. If it's outside of Fuyuki, then the kind of assassins is very large numbers, so you know, I could get a good assassin. There's also Rider class servants to summon, you know. Riders have the most noble phantasms out of any servants. Caster class servants can be underpowered, but under the right circumstances, you know, could be really good servant to summon. So there's a lot of things. Honestly, we tend to try my luck and hope for one naughty Kohoi. As a Lancer. Hey, you know what? There's my answer right there. I would summon Shielder class servant. I would summon a Shielder. Because there's only one Shielder class servant in the game after all. I found the loophole. A Shielder class would guarantee me best cohort. I have found the loophole in your condition. Mash would come home. Honestly, trying for Hassan can be done by anyone, anywhere, as their cattle steal an assassin alone. Oh yeah, I know. And that actually brought up a very interesting thing that I remember reading about. Since any of the Hassans could be summoned for the Fuyuki Holy Grail War, imagine Kirei in the 4th Holy Grail War from Fate Zero, but with all the different Hassans we know. Instead of 100 Face, imagine if he gets Serenity, or even if he got Rams. You would summon Moon Cancer in the way you hate BB? Conundrum. You either go for the guarantee you get this servant, or you have to roll the dice. To be fair, though, Moon Cancer probably wouldn't be the worst idea. And, you know, if you're nice to BB, maybe she'll have some government databases or something. Hello, you just woke up? Well, good morning, that Infinity. Sincerely, good morning. It's like 5 in the morning for you, isn't it? But I hope you had a nice sleep. It's actually good to hear that you were sleeping, you know. We're just discussing what servants we would summon if we were in a Holy Grail War. Or rather, what class of servant we would summon. I decided that I would go for the classical Shielder class servant. Because, you know, there's only one of those. Main said he would either go for a nautical high or go for a lancer. And Wobbuffet is saying either Rider or trying for Anne, Bonnie, and Mary Reed. I probably mixed those two up. I have indeed gotten better. I am feeling much more like myself. I have not vomited since Monday. Probably too much information there, but you know, you asked. Yeah, I am feeling better now. All well and good. All well and good in this neighborhood. Whew. But how be you doing, Infinity? I do hope you be doing good as well. Hope everybody's doing good. It's in order. I order you, by the power of my command seals, I order you to be doing good. More golden fruit, more QP. We're working on it, Wobbuffet. We'll get you your account back. We'll all work together to help you with that. You would like to inform that you got hit by a 2x2 metal bar last week. In the head? Okay, story time with Infinity. Story time with Infinity. Come on, Infinity. Tell us the story. Tell us the story of how you got hit in the head by a 2x2 metal bar. Tell us the story of your people. I'm all ears. And technically to you all, I'm ear... For all you know, I could be just ears, a mouth, and hands. I could just be a floating head with hands. You don't know what I actually am. You weren't looking where you were walking and people were unloading construction materials. No, no. Everything's good. No concussions. No breaking of the skin. Nothing like that. No permanent brain injury or anything like that, Infinity. Everything's good, right? Playing that game so you would summon your boy Sherlock? Oh. Sherlock would be an OP servant to have, Wobbuffet. A minor concussion, so you can be hurt. Not that that's a good thing or anything, but you know, it's good to know that even you are mortal. Infinity, for you can be hurt. Kind of a miracle considering how bad the impact was. Well, I'm glad you're alright, Infinity. I am glad you are alright. Wait a second. If you were just walking along there, how was the impact hard? You still continued your business as usual that day. Only you, Infinity. Only you. But how was it a hard impact? Were they throwing them out of their vehicle, or were you not walking, but running? Oh, the guy rotated. Okay. Alright, I'm picturing it now in my I'm picturing it now. I am picturing it now. I am picturing a bunch of zeros just, you know, walking around infinitely, and then a metal bar comes and smacks them on top of the head after the guy rotates like a helicopter at high speed. In my mind's eye. With a as a battergram. Yep, I can see it now, Infinity. I can picture it. Honestly, if I was for an actual grail, or just pray for a ruler, as they have no wish for the grail, then run off somewhere safe and live leisurely life. Sadly, rulers can't be summoned by a participant, but only the grail itself. Hey, they can be if you're an Einsburn. Einsburns can summon rulers. So you just need to become a representative for their family. And hope you don't get Amakusa, because, you know, that kind of ruler actually wants the grail. Also, no bleeds. Good. Good. Bleeding can be bad. Especially if it's from the head. They force one out. Hey! If it works, it works. But a huge headache. Oh, I can imagine you probably had a I can imagine. Infinity. I can imagine. You slept a ton that night? I hope it wasn't, I hope you didn't sleep until a long time had passed after that concussion, because you're not supposed to be sleeping after you get a concussion, you know. They say that, much like skydiving, 4 out of 10 people are never seen again when they sleep with a concussion, nor when they skydive. Slept for 12 hours. Damn. Well, hours. That must be nice. Since you're tired with the heat, all the concussion, with the concussion on top of it. Fair. Completely fair reason. Oh no, you summon your main girl, your past life, Abigail Williams. She's not Cthulhu. I've been told that Abigail is not Cthulhu. She's Nyarlathotep. I can never pronounce the names of those Cthulhu mythos. But Abigail is not Cthulhu, she's one of the other entities. Probably not a safe summon. Especially if, you know, you summon them as a berserker. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, that's kind of funny. Oh, that's kind of funny. It blocked you for the term thought. All because you're trying to sound out the name. That's kind of funny. BB is something too. You love HP Lovecraft? Hey, Lovecraft is pretty cool. Lovecraft is pretty cool. Hokusai is Cthulhu. Abigail is Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep. Okay, got it. Still probably gonna be mispronouncing that though, but you know, it's fine. I'm gonna summon all the Eldritch peoples. All of them will come to my Chaldea. I will dominate all Eldritch beings and show them that I'm the only one. You didn't hear that? You did not hear that? But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for Abby, because Cthulhu Mythos. Cthulhu Mythos, you know. See, I know Cthulhu has a twin brother. I do... What is his name, though? Because I read a lot of that stuff. I remember reading a lot of it. I just can't remember the exacts sometimes. You know, like a Nyarlathotep? Okay. How much QP do I have farmed? I believe my current number is about 39 million QP. Which, to be fair, is a drop in the bucket, is what I need. Excuse me. Boop, boop, boop. I believe to get MHXA to 10-10-10, Sanzong to 888, and then max level out MHXA and melt, I need 286 million QP. So quite a lot. Quite a lot is required. Also, where's your proper Kiara fight? Hey, I mean... Alright, Infinity, if you insist. So, can somebody please put an Ideal Fleet King on a George? And then I gotta remake that MASH solo squad again so that we can, you know... I guess Infinity wants to see it again, you know? If Infinity wants to see, MASH Solo the Return, we can do that, if you insist, Infinity. But it was so good! It was so good! So good! You want a proper fight? Well, to be fair, okay, proper fight as in just a proper fight where I just take her on. Because I did do a proper fight of her with Melt. I did do that. I think it might have actually been later on in that same stream, so yeah. Also being lazy and denying your Lancer Angry Edition Hero and Nurse their skill upgrades. Stall fight, I got you covered. Oh no, main. What kind of stall setup did you run? You ran MASH Mysterious David. Not bad, not bad. How long did it take you, main? How many turns was that? Ooh, Lip's getting a little low on the old health front. Cathanid. Okay, yeah, that's ringing bells. That's ringing bells. Oh, okay, so questions here, main. First off, was this a 0 KP run? Was this MASH Asterios David a 0 KP run? Agua Fox is one of your faves? Okay, that explains it. That definitely explains it, because my MASH solo run was only 77 turns, and it's like, that does not sound right. Ooh. I've been neglecting waivers and P-charts. But I don't remember the name, but I do remember that there is an Eldritch entity that Shiro would probably both love and wish to never, ever meet. Because he is just like, I don't remember the name of it, but it's just like a sentient orb in space that is just made up of swords. That would be Shiro's dream. Or nightmare, I suppose. You admit you cheated lit since you gave them all HP regen CEs? Potato. I suck since my solo is full KP. Alright, Infinity, let me reset the KP and we'll do a mash run, a solo mash run with 0 KP. But since you're insisting, you know, you're gonna have to sit through it all. If you're insisting that my solo sucks, you're gonna have to sit through mash solo 0 KP. Do you want that, Infinity? Sure. No. Unfortunately, with how little time there is left, I probably wouldn't be able to even finish it before the whole event just closes out. Unfortunately. Do solo with Jean, that is hard. Oh, I can imagine. Actually, you know, solo with Jean would probably be, comparable to doing a solo with, Mash. They're both pretty good stall squads, so you know. Event is finally done. Indeed. Jean's last legs. And then 2 years from now, it comes back. With a vengeance. And by a vengeance, I mean, you know, the biggest Kohai in the game. Because you're on your super mean squad, Eri, Hans, and Angra. That sounds interesting. Tell me more, main. Jana's getting that NP upgrade next week anyways. Yes, she is. I did see that news post. No more stun on the NP. Holla frickin' Luya. In fact, I want to say, wasn't that anticipated for, like, later this year or early next year, actually? I thought that wasn't anticipated to actually happen for quite some time yet. You're more hyped about the Astolfo buff? Oh, man. What's being buffed for Astolfo? Is it a skill? Is it an NP? Come on, main. You gotta tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. 50% charge on the 3rd skill. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good buff. You're gonna try and go for Ishtar. You know what, Wobbuffet? There's worse to go for. And it sounds like, you know, you respect the goddesses in your Chaldea, so I'm sure that Ishtar will see the respect that you give to other goddesses, and she will come home to you. She will also see how much you care for your servants, due to how sad you were when you were separated from them, and she will see that you are a good person. And she will come home. You're tired, Infinity? You just woke up, didn't you say? I thought you just said you woke up, Infinity. You finally have a way to force yourself to save. Your quartz incontinence may come to a stop. Oh man. Lay it on me. Main, lay it on me. How have you found out how to save your quartz? Let me know, for I may employ it myself. You're so drained these past few weeks due to blitz farming in 5 games? 5 games? What 5 games have you been farming? Oh, that is a very good strategy, actually. I'm completely honest, I didn't even know you could do that. Even with that concussion and headaches, you farmed 5 games. You've looked at all the banners for FGO, and on your birthday there will be a Merlin event, and everybody will be getting a free ticket for some 4-star. Huh. Well, hopefully it follows the same, you know, sort of setup. Excuse me. It was in the new update? Sweet. But hopefully the stuff maintains the dates level that. Because if so, then, you know, maybe Merlin will definitely see that it's your birthday and he'll come home to you. Because in the new update. I have to look into that, because that does sound like a very solid strat for preserving your core. A very solid strat indeed. So when your friends say you have a lucky smile, anytime you smile or laugh, you get something. That's pretty good. You laughed and you got lip? Nice. Probably gonna use your pick on Searcher of El Dorado, or more likely, actually, on the Avenger of Shinjuku. Since you have too many Zerkers. I'm honestly not sure who I'm gonna be using my ticket on when it comes to that. Ugh, excuse me, I got the burps, it feels. I'm not sure, I'm pushing towards Castiel, though, because he's a very good AoE Saber. And by Saber, I of course mean caster. I of course mean caster. Oh no, black screen, everything, reset, FGO crash, what a world, what a world, what a world. Oh, too small. Have I gotten Nero or Salter? I have not gotten either of them, actually. Yeah, so there's a lot of choices for me. There's a lot of choices. If I'm like a Mad Blast, probably go for Lartoria Altar. Yeah. Only gods that you don't like is Medusa, but she is mortal, so she isn't a goddess. But Uriel loves her, so you will like her for Uriel. That's a good mentality, Lava Fett. That is a good mentality. You like her because your waifu likes her. Nero would get a buff for her worst skill in the CCC. Now it's her second best. I'm guessing Imperial Privilege to some degree. She has Imperial Privilege, doesn't she? Uriel is your waifu for your waifu. Nothing wrong with that. Oh no! Man, FGO. FGO's in a sorry state. 2 crashes in a row, man. Oh man, oh man. Just 2 crashes back to back. Oh man. Where is your Nero altar? Probably waiting somewhere along the lines as one of the beast class servants. You know? And she'll probably be a rider. Based on lore. So yeah, you just gotta wait a while. There. It buffed her heal and mental debuff resist. Now it gives her an arts up and P charge when near cities or lakes or in something else. Okay, that's a pretty wide variety of buffs, but you know, sounds pretty solid. NP charges are always good after all. Gotta get those NP batteries. Just need some snake jewels and you can level her for 50. You just want for your Uriel to be a 4-star. Well, you know, Lava Fett. When you grail a servant, they do get an extra star technically, so... Along the prior effects, of course, is still on a 5-turn cooldown. Yeah, that's a pretty good skill. That is a pretty good skill. Where does base Nero compare to, like... After that buff, where does she compare to Saberline? out of curiosity. Because I know Saberlot is like the guy to beat as far as 4-star sabers go. Or at least 4-star single target sabers. Which is a very niche role. By the way, Soul saw friend request last night. Oh boy. You're making friends, Infinity. You're getting there. Nero still AoE and has a lower strength. Okay. He had NP5 Merlin and NP5 Melt. Guess what? 1-1-1. All skills. And level 1. Both fully grailed? Okay, so just 1-1-1 on all the skills. That is my final answer. I don't know how you can do that. I don't know how you could do that. Was Passionlip's MP called because you think 2 servants have that MP? I don't believe you're wrong, Lava Fett. From what I understand, Lip's NP is the same as Brynhild's NP, because since Lip and Melt are both composite goddesses, aka they're both made up of many different goddesses at their essence, I'm pretty sure that Brynhild is one of the goddesses that makes up Lip, which is why they share NPs. I kind of doubt it, but let me check. Do I have any friends with a Brynhild as their support? Yeah, I don't think I do. No. Maybe in this. I doubt it, but that's correct. Okay. Okay, so I don't need to go searching through my friend list for somebody who probably doesn't exist. We denied the request right off the bat. As you should, Infinity. As you should. What proper master does not level them up? Level up their servants' skills. It's a shame. I tell you, a shame. All their servants should not be resting at 1-1-1 for their skills. That is why I went through the tedious process of leveling up all my servant skills to at least 2s. Not just because I was sick of seeing the 1s. Okay. Who makes up Melt? I don't know who makes up Melt. That is an excellent question. One that I unfortunately don't have the answer to. Your cancer test of a friends list. Also on that note, Afran, people keep adding you. That's because you got a good friends list, man. Or a good support setup. That's why people add people. Artemis, Leviathan, and SE.RA.PH. Okay. Okay. Leviathan, huh? And SE.RA.PH. I honestly do not recognize those two. Third one's actually in her. Oh. FST whales and high level people. Oh man, Infinity. I can taste the salt from here. Don't have server version of FGO, at least not yet. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. And you know, if it weren't for Neil Armstrong's family being against it, we could have Neil Armstrong as a servant in the game. You want to see Servant Leviathan, Behemoth, and Zis? Party on. Whew. That was a yawn and a half. Half of their servants were 111 or 222. Yeah, that's people that just don't care about their servants. If we get Best Snick as a servant, then you demand we also get Archangel Popstar. I'm sorry, who? I do not know of any Archangel Popstars main. You'll have to elaborate here, because you can consider me confused. A ground. Okay. It's a reference to a game that I don't play. Yeah, at least. Leviathan is a snake dragon. Okay. Makes sense, at the very least. And Lucifer is a pretty boy. I mean, to be fair, Lucifer, before he fell, was considered to be the most beautiful of God's children before he created humans, so you know. You want Benienma and Scotty now? You can't wait 2 years? Not sure who Benienma is, but Scotty is the Quick Merlin, right? I can agree with you on that. I can definitely agree with you that Quick Merlin being here now would be nice. Oh, that just hurt me. I need to save for her, too. But it sounds like they've got a couple of years, so I should be fine. But yeah, having Quick Merlin would be nice. Would make a lot of things easier. Would probably make melt. Oh man, I actually have quite a few. I have a fair few quick servants actually, now that I think about it. I have MHXA, I have Rider Kentucky, I have Melt. I think that's kind of it, though. Actually, can Tamamo be considered, a quick servant? She's got a pretty good quick cards, I guess. Benienma is best bird. Benienma, I like her. She is that New Year's saber. Okay, so a New Year's servant. Excuse me. Scotty is Quick Merlin, but thick. Yeah, isn't Scotty... Scotty is like Skaha or something like that. I can never pronounce her name. I apologize for butchering it. Even though I get told how to pronounce it so many times, I always butcher it. In Grand Blue Fantasy, he's just an artificial guy made to fill the role of pretty much whatever passive god is in philosophical theory, and he did nothing wrong. You love how you hate 90% of all the popular female servants. Why so much hate, Maine? Why so much hate? And I did well with it. I did read it. That's a fairly interesting fact. That is a fairly interesting factoid. One that I was not aware of. Because they're all bots. Okay, fair. Completely fair, Maine. Completely fair. That's fair reasoning. Wait. So then, since I know that she's a popular servant, Maine, do you hate Arash? This is very important, Maine. Do you hate Arash? See a bias here. No, not Arash. Eresh. E-R-E-S-H. She's from Babylonia. Eresh is literally FGO Aqua, but you love Aqua, so... I thought that was Ishtar. I thought Ishtar was FGO's Aqua. But yeah, I can definitely see the bias here as well. Tony. Who is she or he? Ishtar and Arash are the same? Technical. It's a very technical sameness. But, Arash will be released later on this year. She is Lancer, and she's from the Babylonia. She's from the Babylonia singularity. Let me get a link to her servant page for you. Wow, that. Here we go. Here is the Game Press servant page for Arash. There we go. How did you confuse them? I don't know, man. For somebody who loves them so much, you know, I was questioning that myself. Oh, I'm definitely rolling for her as well. She is on my list of servants to roll for. Oh, you mean? You're not wrong there, Tony. You're not wrong. To be fair, though, the Sakuras are gaining speed. There are becoming a lot of Sakura-face servants out there, after all. So the Artorias, you know, they might need to release a couple more of them soon. In order to make up for that deficit. If schedule goes according to plan, it should be, yeah, Christmas, Infinity. Christmas time in the city. Arash has a better outfit than Ishtar. Indeed. Indeed. I can fully agree with you on that. You might actually roll for Infinity? Oh man! Oh man, oh man. Infinity might be rolling for a servant, everybody. Cause for alarm. Excuse me. I know you're all. It's midnight. You haven't even touched your Grand Blue Fantasy tray. That's fair, main. I'm actually going to be calling this stream in about 15 minutes or so. Just because, you know, I don't want to burn all of my apples here. Ooh. Lip, you're not looking so good here. She must have taken a few bad criticals when I wasn't paying attention. Boop, boop, boop. You hate Ishtar's MP. Summer Ishtar's the best MP ever. But thanks for stopping by, man. It's been a pleasure having you. It's been a while, so I'm glad to see you come back. Hopefully you can stop by for future streams as well. And there she goes. There she goes again. I don't know the song, so, you know, that's what you guys are getting. That's my rendition of that song. Summer Ishtar has the best MP ever. I don't know what Summer Ishtar's NP is. I do know that she is a Rider class servant, though. But beyond that, I'm kind of a little bit in the dark on her. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I'm out of water. Who knows? I'm out of water and it's gotten really hot. And the water bottle falls. Bye-bye, water bottle. You kept me hydrated for a time. You stack 5 or so attack and buster buffs, and guess what can even kill a 300k HP servant? Ishtar. Am I right? Do I win, Love? Or do I win Infinity? is a saber servant? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Tony, for the follow. Ishtar Summer rides a bike, and you can see Rambo's as she travels through France. That sounds pretty cool. Saber servant, huh? Don't tell me it was Sumani. Please don't tell me it was Sumani. I know he can be bad sometimes, but you know, he's a very niche servant. Was it Sumani? Infinity? Was it Best Dragon Boy? Who was really undersold in Apocrypha because he sacrificed himself? Too early on. He died too early. Farming the Rama node, and you could find Amy's skills. It is currently 5:47 in the evening for me right now, Wallafet. 5:47. So you couldn't find Amy's guild, so you settled with some guy's Ishtar. That sucks, man. Which is level 100, 10, 10, 10. Oh boy. And she disappointed you, didn't she? On behalf of all Ishtars out there, I apologize. You can count what time it is to you, when for me it's like 9 or 10 in the morning. Not a bad idea. To be specific though, I live Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time is the time zone I reside in. And I'm fine saying that because, I mean, no real harm in saying exactly that, after all. Let's just go with this real quick. Finish it off with a Tama Mama 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 Mo NP. But yeah, that sucks, Infinity. That really does suck. I mean, Ishtar can be good, to be fair. She's just very picky, I guess would be the best word I can think of. She's very niche. Not as niche as some servants are, but she is still niche. Oof. Ishtar's NP also gives an attack buff during her NP. I think... No, I'm pretty sure that's after the NP is over, is when she gives the attack buff. Contact main, because for him, we'll be in the same time zone, because we'll be the same time zone, sometimes. Okay. Yeah. But, like I said, the stream will probably be ending after this one. So, you are in the Discord, Wildcat, so keep us up to date on how the recovery process goes for your account. And if you need anything from if you need anything, we can do our best to help you. Can I do some friend summons? I suppose I could end the stream off with a few friend summons. Won't hurt after all. Let me just finish this node off. We'll do some friend summons, and then 12 hours advanced is infinite. Indeed, we all know you're 12 hours in advance, Philippines. Philippines, right? Yeah, you're in the Philippines. Because I remember looking up Philippines Google Play cards and all that stuff. I do not have an Angry Mango. I wish I had Angry Mango, but he has evaded me thus far. One day, though. One day he will come home. It's at the start of every FGO stream. I do a free friend point summon. And I'm positive that one of those times, on one of those summons, I will see the new card. And it'll be an Angry Mango coming to greet me and doing all that angry mangoes do. Which, to be fair, isn't much, but, you know, it's angry mango, so if I get him, I'll be happy. You are cooking alive in your room. At 5:51 in the morning? It's that hot? Damn. I feel sorry for you, Infinity. I feel sorry for you. Took one guy around 250 summons. You got him in like 10 minutes through luck. Nice. I've done quite a bit of summons for him, and, well, not really for him, but, you know, just on the friend point summons, hoping that maybe he'd show up, and he hasn't. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I haven't seen the Fool of Heaven's Feel, and maybe after I finish Heaven's Feel Part 3 next year, maybe he'll decide that I know enough about him to, come to my Chaldea. Maybe around 10 the Sun Boy will crank up the oven around that time. That's cool, Wobbuffet. I mean, to be fair, if you power up Angry Mango, you're probably gonna get a lot of people just, using him just because of his rarity. So, you know. But I don't believe he's actually too strong of a servant. So, at least until you get him to bond to 10. Then he can be decent at a niche. Don't know why he's so rare. It's because, yeah, not just because he's a 0-star. It's more, he was the first Avenger. He's only available through friend point summons. What else was it? So remember that somebody made like a checklist of why Angry Mango is so good. I just can't remember the full checklist right now, unfortunately. Strong servant with Emiya Assassin? Oh? I mean, I know Emiya Assassin has, Scapegoat, so... I guess I can see some correlation between the two. It's a funny joke, but I'm not going to read it aloud, because that probably won't be good for content ID and stuff. It's, quite interesting. If I remember correctly, his NP is quick single target, but it's also on a delay. It does a scaling amount of damage based on how much damage he has taken since he first used the NP. If I remember correctly. Which is why, if you use his first skill, I want to say, which is a quick buff, but at the end of 10 turns it kills him. But if you use that in conjunction with a Guts or something, it can, like, do really big damage. He turns into a big rat and does nothing. I mean, it's not the worst sounding NP, but, you know. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah, Jekyll's NP is weird. It's very weird. Okay. Let's see here. I like how Lips NP feels. If you didn't play Hollow, his MP is a double-edged sword. I haven't played Hollow Atraxia, and this will sound very nerdy for me saying, but I have read a fanfiction that went into him, that had Angry Mango as the final antagonist. So, you know, I know what his MP does for lore. That fanfiction taught me that. And yes, I'm very much aware of how nerdy that sounds. Heck, it might not even sound nerdy, it might sound weeby. It's sort of a... He kind of becomes sort of like the voodoo doll for whoever he is facing, and only who he is facing, where any damage that is done to him is reflected back upon them. So very niche, but... Still, he's a pretty good servant conceptually, just, you know, practically he needs to be a little bit stronger. Okay. Feather and gems. Why couldn't this node have Lancer gems? If he dies, the enemy dies also. He's a slightly worse cursed arm. Alright, let's just do some... let me refresh my... This. Come on. Boop. There we go. Passion Up is good with John or somebody with a bait. Indeed, indeed. Alright. So all the banners are currently the one I'm never going to roll for. Edgy Emiya, who I kind of want. Adorable needs to be protected. Adorable likes to protect. Story Summon, which you should never do. And Friend Points. Let's do some Friend Point summonings just to, you know... Let's see if we get Angry Mango, you know? We'll do a few of them and then we'll call the stream. Just because I am starting to get Shake Hungers, and Shake Hungers are never good. I might end up eating my limbs. We'll go down to... Well, let's go down to 300,000 friend points, I guess. That's not too many summons. And actually, this is giving me foes, which I do need. We've gotten 4 SSRs on the story banner. Nice. Already? Very nice. I think the only thing I've gotten from the story banner was the 5th NP for Summoning, and that's because I accidentally rolled on it. Because I want to say it was... What event was it? I think it was the Prisma Ilia event actually was going on at the time. Yeah, I think Prisma Ilia was going on at the time, and I had just gotten 30 Saint Quartz, so I wanted to do a roll, but I scrolled a little bit too far and accidentally clicked on the Story Summon, and from the Story Summon I got the 5th NP for Summoning. So, you know, all in all pretty okay, but, you know, kind of disappointing in its own right, you know. Okay, it's not looking like I'm getting anything from this, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're getting anything here. Outside of Mana Prisms, you know, because Mana Prisms are nice. Three more. And last friend summon gives me foes nothing. No Angry Mango. Angry Mango did not come home. Sadness. You know what though? I got 5 tickets from the event. Only 5. Only 5. Only 5 are going into this. Only 5. You cooked beef yesterday and freaking delicious. Oh, sounds fun. Nope, I'm not on that one. I'm not going for Kiara. I don't like Kiara. Kiara is bad, Civ. Try for Emiya. That's a better suggestion, I suppose. I could try for Emiya. Alright, I'll put 5 tickets on this banner, and then I'll switch over to the other banner, and then 5 on that banner, and that's it. I can't afford any more than that. I'm not burning any quartz. So I'll be down to 5 summoning tickets when this is done, but that's fine. Summon tickets are not too hard of a resource to get, you know. After you roll for her, or you'll swim to the US to smash my phone. Oh no. Well, you'd have to find me first, Infinity. The United States is a lot of space to search, you know? Okay, that was very, 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 very low odds. So we'll do 5 tickets here, and then we're going to call a stream. I do, in fact, have Uriel. I believe she's MP5, but she's only level 1. Hey! Gil CE! Oh, that's actually kind of nice. That was kind of nice. Good Gil CE. We can now have 2 of those max limit broken. A little late, but you know. Yeah, 2 max limit breaks now. Pretty cool. But I don't think we're gonna get anything else, unfortunately. I would like a Emiya, but oh well. And the very last summon, and then we will call this stream here. Indeed, I am prepared for the rerun. Oh man, am I prepared for the rerun. And it's Robin. Okay. That's enough rolling. That is enough rolling. It is now officially time for me to call the stream. I think I put the rest away, actually. So, thank you all so much for coming out. It's been a pleasure chatting with you and having you here. I do hope that you enjoyed this stream. If you did, leave me some feedback in the form of like, comment, subscribe, if you're on Twitch or YouTube or any of that good stuff. It's been a pleasure having you once again. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.